Hello everybody, welcome to another video from TrainSpotEast, and today we're at London Waterloo. So we're on a 450. This is 450.017, which I'm now on the first four. The rear four is 450.559. So in this one, it's a journey video from London Waterloo to Woking, forming of two 450s. This is forming the 0845 Southwest train service to Portsmouth Southsea from London Waterloo, starting here. Which I was going to say, starting here. All videos for Woking and Basic are now up, if they are said to be. So this 0845 service to Portsmouth Southsea calls at Woking, Walpolston, Guildford, Farncombe, Godalming, however you pronounce it, Hazelmere, Liphook, Liss, Petersfield, Rowlands Castle, Havant, Bedhampton, Hilsea, Fratton and Portsmouth and Southsea. Now it calls at Clapham Junction, which is the next station, but it only is valid for picking up passengers only. So that's the reason why that actually, when you notice on the start, the promo, start of the video on the departure board, you may notice that actually Clapham Junction is not listed in there, but that's the reason why. Over there is another 450. Or 458. Actually, we got a 458 there. It's 458 533. Just down there. Apologies for a bit of a shaky camera there, but anyway, got a new camcorder that we'll probably start doing some journey videos on in the near future. But for now, we're just going to stick to what we are now at the moment. Anyway, so if you like this journey video, then please leave a like below. Also, comment for any feedback, any suggestions, and please don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, we're about to depart very shortly. Here's a 458 now going. 458 533 and 458 515. And now we're about to leave as well. Not sure where this is going though, but it will pop up at some point. It will eventually. So we're leaving London Waterloo. That is a 455 there, and I'm also really not a fan of 455s myself. 455 728, and we are racing against 458 533. 458 509 is over there, who's not doing a service at the moment.
Good morning, Miss Shortguard. I'd like to welcome you on board the 0845 Southwest train service.
So we are racing against 458 533 all the way out of Waterloo now, as it stands.
Calling additionally today at Clapham Junction. Our scheduled arrival time at Southsea will be 10:34.
Okay, so we are additionally calling at Clapham Junction. There's a 458 there. 455, sorry, not 458. 455. Again, the interior, the exterior. Exterior it's not my thing, I'm afraid. Sorry. 159018 is terminating in from turning into London Waterloo. I think this is description. The answer is in the above description if needed. It's either from Exeter, St David's or Bristol, or either it could be from Salisbury. Also a 450 is terminating in as well. 450.027. So this is on the basis on the trip to, oh, there's a 444 as well. There's so many passing through all at once now. Thought you can get the numbers and the time. I think that last one's 045. I'm not going to be 100% sure, so I'm saying that it's 444.045. Okay, so we're going to pass our first station, which is Vauxhall, which will appear very, very shortly. We're passing Vauxhall. Okay, we're just racing against 458 533 again. We're 455 going off at speed. Now we're just beating you, 458, and there's a there's another 458 as well. Ooh. Okay, here's Vauxhall. the station that we are passing through. Actually, I think that service was doing Hounslow. There you go. The 458 must be doing the Hounslow service. What about Trainspot shouting you out because that's where you actually work? Vauxhall. Or if so, in the region of the South West Trains territory. Anyway, we're on your region now, so. Also passing through is a couple of 455s and a 458. 458, 531. And a 455, we can't get the numbers off, don't worry about them. Also, it's quite weird with 455s, they're weirdly numbers, I'm afraid. They are a bit weird. Not surprised. Anyway. There you go. Yeah, just in case. Yeah, cool, thank you. There you go, there's a truck fault. It's been a very nice sort of London, just outside London now. A couple of planes being put there. Very nice area of Battersea, which we're now approaching in. We're now passing through Queenstown Road, Battersea. Now it's just known as Queenstown Road anyway, because it's very short enough. Oh, the Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. And that was a Southern train that just passed. I think that was a Southern train that passed through. That was doing. It must be doing some sort of service. Here's a bit of a fact about Clapham Junction. It's one of the busiest railway stations in the UK. Passing through 458521, it's totaling 458525. We just also passed through 450, but we can get the numbers off. And now we're approaching Clapham Junction. There's around nearly 17 platforms. It is enormous. There's an overground there. Couldn't even get the numbers right. I just missed that. There's a couple of some in the yard, including the 707s in the yard. Interesting. 455 720, 707 006, 707, not sure what that is. The Tampa, and I think there is 455s in there. And there we are at Clapham Junction. And we could just see a 707's moving anyway. In doubt. Okay. 707 003. Alright, we'll see in just a moment. So actually, this is 707 003. And now we're being cascaded by another 450. Clapham Junction is mad. It's ridiculous. Okay, we're now making a move. 707 003 is just exiting out of Clapham Junction Yard. Okay, we're now departing. Okay, next stop. So now will be our first stop, and we're just Woking where it will end there. So, it means now we're non-stop to Woking.
Good morning, this is your guard. I'd like to welcome on board the South West train service to Portsmouth Southsea. This train will be calling at Woking, Walthamstow, Guildford, Farnham, Godalming, Hazelmere, Liverpool, Bliss, Petersfield, Rowlands Castle, Havant, Bedhampton, Hilsey, Fratton.
There you go, it's Godalming.
Portsmouth Southsea, and arrival time
in case I pronounced it wrong.
Safety information is displayed on coaches. Do try to keep all personal items with you, and if you see anything suspicious, please tell me or another member of staff. Now, if you need any assistance, I will be walking through the train. I'm currently located in coach number 2, USA Coach Train. Due to short platforms on this service today, any passengers for Liss, Rowlands Castle and Bedhampton, please ensure you travel in the front 6 coaches only. USA Coach Train. If you're unsure where you're sitting, please ask me as I walk through the train. Listen for further announcements or check the overhead electronic screens. Next station on this service is Woking.
There we are.
Coach 8. Just keep walking till you can't go any further.
Alright, thank you.
Right, so we're going towards South West London now, so we're going to be passing through some suburbs of Wimbledon, Rains Park, Surbiton, and also Weybridge. First up we'll come to pass through is Bellsfield, which will appear very shortly. I think actually JD Trainspotting, you are watching this, he might be doing the same similar journey video than me, but he might be on another train. Maybe a Trevor Fawcett in the end, maybe. Or 455, which are racing one just behind me. 707010. There's a couple of, there's a 1.9, there's a 458 in the yard, a 458 536 in the yard as well. At Wimbledon, the train care depot, Wimbledon. Just for what the depot was, because I can remember. Apologies, a bit shaky. Okay. Okay, pass through chapel 4. We're also passing through a district line train as well, which is about to go into the next stop, which will be Wimbledon. Okay, we should be passing through Wimbledon. Not Ellsworth, Wimbledon. There we go, here's Wimbledon. JD's going to be really triggered because he got kicked off that station. That's Wimbledon. What else was on the other side anyway, unless I've got those wrongly. Rains Park next one. Also we just passed through a Thameslink service there. It's behind us. Interesting.
Thank you very much.
Mind you, it's pretty much like, it's been really warm in the past couple of days, well, or from last week you might have noticed, but also there's been loads of buckled rails recently. We had to reduce our services quite slowly on the way to different services. South West Trains, however, had problems for the first, since Saturday, had problems on the way. So, but it has gradually improved on Thursday, luckily. Okay, we're passing through Rains Park. There are 455 in there, we can get the numbers off, but going towards the London Borough of Kingston as well, actually. Okay, next up we're also going to be passing through next is New Malden. .458 there. We just passed through, and that is going to London Waterloo. And I think actually with Southwest Trains, this is the only case when I'm actually with when they're with Stagecoach. The next time I'm over there, it's going to be first an MTR now. By the time then, here's New Malden. It's the first time I see a 707, which is quite interesting. I've never seen a 707 before. It's a shame they're going very quickly as well. It's a shame, really. Yeah, they're not going to be there for very long. They're just going to go back to Germany again or something. But you probably heard that MTR and First are actually making some new trains, and they do similar like a 345s. It's another 455 just passed through. Which I don't know which then just speeds it across. Excuse me. Okay, passing through now is Berrylands. I wonder if there's any wild berries around this area. I wonder. Also, today's Armed Forces Day. By the time you're hearing this, it's already a week later, but it's Armed Forces Day that day as well. So it's a very much more special dedication to all the armed forces today. I'll give you a clue what the next journey video is. It's going to be on a 171. It's another new train that we've covered yet. Hopefully, if Southern are going to be that nice and not delay any more times, then we will be on it. This is Surbiton. I'll probably film it at some point in the future, Surbiton. It's another good station to have a look at as well. It's another good one. There's 450, and also behind us when we passed through was a 458, 450. It's another 159. So, if 7 is going to be that nice, and hopefully it shouldn't be a major problem with their with the trains, then we will be doing a journey video from Ashford International to Hastings, next one. Because that is covering the 300 subscriber special. As the next stations I'll be covering by the time then will be Ashford International, followed by Hastings and Bexhill. So you know, we're watching this on a pretty good, really warm, oh wow, actually a cool Friday night, because by the time it's Friday, I don't, or maybe go out for drinks, maybe after work, then yeah, feel free to watch this if you like, if needed. See what you think. Maybe don't give me drunk, don't give me any really weird drunk responses, right? So yeah, Series 4 kickstarts really, so this is the first journey video of Series 4. If I haven't mentioned already. Yes, it's the first, it was part of the first episode of Series 4, yes, that's right. Passing through Esher. Now Esher, New Malden and Walton-on-Thames have got middle platforms, but you cannot alight from. So you can't alight there. A bit bizarre really, but it's like actually putting an advertisement board in the middle, just like, what's one example? Leicester, just like Leicester. Where they got advertisement boards in the middle and you can't alight it from that region. But actually, the difference is that actually it's like an additional bit of platform, but actually it's not for use. It's not for public use. So that's the reason. Next one I'm going to pass through is Hersham. pass through Hersham. And next up we're going to pass through Bolton on Thames. This will be awesome. This is actually my first time being on the South West Main Line. I'd never been on this region for a while. The only time I only did was a long time ago, but I wasn't filming at the time, so. But yeah, it's the first time in a while, really, I've been on this. I thought, ooh, might be interesting. Also, Waterloo is doing its works at the moment. Oh, Walton on Thames. There you go, that's another one that's got the advertising board in the middle and you can't alight in the middle platforms. Yep. Also, Waterloo is doing upgrade works and improvement works to actually refurbish platforms. Maintaining them as well. Doing its upgrades and also transforming 4 extra platforms that were Eurostars to become part of South West Trains. So Waterloo will have the most amount of platforms in the UK. That's a lot, 24 platforms. That's pretty much like enough, that's like actually you could cover a lot of commuter trains and also extra few bit of trains if needed, or you know, if there are diverts and stuff. Very handy. And it's going to be the most busiest. Yep, that's right, London Waterloo is also the most busiest station in the UK in terms of passenger usage. It's more people using it compared to London Euston and London King's Cross. It's quite interesting. Okay, passing through now is Weybridge. Next up should be Byfleet and Newhall. There's a 408 just coming in as well. I think that's where the Hampton Court branch actually goes that way. Or no, Weybridge actually you go towards Staines way. That's going towards Staines way actually. No, that's going towards Staines. Okay, so next up to pass through with Byfleet and Newhall. They're passing through number 450. Byfleet and Newhall. So we come to the, oh, there's Colas 37s there. Can't get the numbers right, but it's Colas 37s. It's the first time I see Colas in a while. First time in a while, though. Remember to think actually, I used to see a Colas van once. And that is pretty much just transporting goods and stuff. Well, major small goods, not huge, I'd say. Okay, the next one we're going to pass through West Byfleet. There we are, West Byfleet. Oh, was that an Alps or something? Because that was like it made reference to Super Alps from, you know, that guy, Albie Pierce. Maybe not, I probably misread. Anyway. So we come to the approach to Woking, which will be the next bit now. There goes 455 there. You see, I do like generally about South West Trains. They're all Desiro, most of them are Desiro units. they'll have 159s. They have they'll travel 4s, 450s, 458s. It's quite common you see EMUs, and there's only one particular EMU which is a 159. So yeah, very interesting indeed. So as we come close to nearby Woking very soon. So thank you very much for watching my journey video. If you like what you've seen here, then please leave me a like below. Also, come for any feedback or any suggestions, and please don't forget to subscribe for more. Next journey video is from Ashford International to Hastings. If Southern are going to be playing a good sport and not delay on a Southern Star 171. And my next stations will be Ashford International, which is covering Eurostar, Southeastern and Southern. Just to check there. Okay, we just passed through 2 450s. We just came out of Woking. Woking's going to be quite a busy station. It's like another busy station actually being stated. Okay, I think we're about to approach it. Well, actually, we only got like a couple of minutes. So yeah, the series 4 now just begins. That's all we're just saying about. Yeah. There's also Woking you can change here for services going for. This one is going by Guildford, so you can change services for Basingstoke, Southampton, and any other routes necessary. Right, I'm just going to walk across. That's now approaching. Will be the left side, actually, which I did not notice. Okay, we're now at Woking. Thank you all very much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Take care guys, goodbye.